What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a new episode of American Truck Simulator, and we are taking a look at the Mack Superliner truck today. Freeware mod available on the various ATS mod sites by dialing Woo, Harvin, Kirchbaum, Goggles 56, and Fury 6. Now, it is only a day cab variant of the truck. I will say it is a very nice truck. The handling is a little bit off on the truck. You guys will notice it when we go over some curves and stuff, but other than that, it is a very nice truck. Really like it. Kind of wish there was a sleeper variant, but unfortunately it's only a day cab version, and like I said, available on the various ATS mod sites. Currently we are out here in Montrose, and we are actually heading down the $1 Million Highway once again in the snow, and we are taking a load of ambulances to Gallup to the Union Pacific there, and we are using Bart's step deck trailer. Very nice looking trailer indeed. As you guys can see, that is the actual trailer to our side here with the kind of like the garbage truck frames or whatever. But yes, that's the same type of trailer we have, except ours is a little bit different, as you guys can see. But yes, we are hauling a load of ambulances, so let's go ahead and get all loaded up here. We got a Mack E9 V8 400 horsepower engine in this bad boy, and then a maxi torque 18 speed with a 2.5 differential on it as well. And of course, you know, if Kirchbaum's making the sound set for the truck, you know it's going to be a pretty damn good sounding truck. But we do got our headlights on. Very cool, like looking LED lights there. Pretty neat looking. We also got our secondaries on, daytime running lights, all that fun stuff. So yes, we are heading down the $1 Million Highway. It's going to be a nice snowy run. So let's go ahead and pull off here, kind of show off the truck a little bit here. Very cool. Very cool. Once it starts getting into daytime here, we'll show it off a little bit better. We got hauling Dodge ambulances from a Ford dealership. Pretty legit. Pretty legit. They're actually blank ambulances, so they don't say anything on them. But we will take a better look at the truck and trailer here once it gets daytime. You guys can kind of see it now, but better look once it gets daytime. Just listen to that, man. That thing sounds mean. It sounds real good. Here's a look at the interior. Kind of reminds me of the Mack R series by Harvin. And I have a feeling since Harvin did do, or is credited on this, I feel like the interior is practically his. It just kind of has that Mack R feel to it, unless that's how the Superliners actually looked. I have no idea. But yes, this thing sounds super badass. We get out right here. Okay. About 6 a.m. game time. Looks like we're taking a left out of here. Alright, so I did end up turning my traffic up to 10 for a map mod, which you guys will see in a couple of days, and I did forget to turn it down. So we do have some pretty heavy early morning traffic here. Everyone going to work. The fire department's out. So they got 3 fire department vehicles, so something's going on. I think this bus is going to let me go. Nope. Alright. That works. This is going to be a fun one getting out of here. Alright, so we got out, but now I got to figure out a way to get into this other lane here, since nobody really wants to let us in. Oh, this guy's being nice. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very much. Alright. So yeah, traffic is going to be a little crazy today, and as you guys can see, it is already starting to snow. So this is definitely going to be a fun one for sure. Making a right-hand turn over here. We got that Amazon Prime truck up in front of us. Hopefully he doesn't crash into anything, because then we'd really be screwed. But I don't know if you guys have actually seen those like photos and stuff on Facebook, but apparently Amazon Prime drivers, or whoever hauls Amazon Prime trailers, are getting worse than Swift drivers. And y'all are fire department trucks, man. Y'all are firefighters. Y'all should know not to stop on the tracks. Even I know not to stop on the tracks. Come on, guys. Do better. Do better. Alright. There we go. Oop, we kind of went in that suicide lane a little bit, but that's okay. 40 through here, not too bad. Game feels a little choppy. I will say that. It does feel a little choppy. Oh, there's that Amazon truck again. Oop, slowing down to a 30. We hit a massive bump. Alright. First and foremost, though, I wanted to say Happy New Year to every single person out there. Today is January 1st. I don't know why all these cars are smoking. Was that like an ambient event? Because he just pulled into a parking lot. Interesting. I've never seen anyone pull into a parking lot before. That is very interesting. Okay, so that's something I've never seen before. Yeah, look, it looks like the... I don't know. Weird. Weird. Alright, there we go. I honestly think the excessive amount of traffic was messing with my game. So I went ahead, turned all traffic off, and everything seems to be running a lot better and a lot smoother now. So, yeah, if you ever do set your traffic up to 10, make sure you set it back down, because it will mess with your game. And I have a pretty decent computer, so if it's messing with mine, it's definitely going to mess with yours. I'm going to actually get in this right lane here if I can. Oh yeah, we're golden. But yeah, first and foremost, like I was saying, hopefully you guys have a happy new year. It's crazy. It is real crazy to think that 2022 is just is here. It's actually here today. I was going to say right around the corner, but it's today. Like, it's just weird to think, like, 2021 literally feels like it just started. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, it feels like it started, like, 2 weeks ago. And 2022 is here already. It's crazy, man. It really, really is. So, hopefully you guys have a great 2022. Great start off to your year, man. And if you guys had a pretty crappy 2021, I hope this year gets better for you guys. I really, really do. I'm going to keep these high beams on, high beams off. I don't know. Hey, I don't have them on, Bus. Don't flash me like that. I don't have them on. Alright, there we go. There we go. So, yes, the Frosty mod is now upgraded to 1.43. Unfortunately, Pro Mods Canada is not. So, we are not going to have any Pro Mods Canada map in the game. But we do have the Alaska map that is updated, so we will definitely have that in-game. We'll be checking that out. Unfortunately, no Pro Mods, though. Maybe they'll update it here in the near future. I have no idea. We'll just kind of have to wait and see, I guess. But yeah, back down here on the $1 Million Highway, it has been a while. The first time we were on it was the day Colorado actually got released. And I did tell you guys I was wanting to do a snowy, slippery run through here. And, well, that is what we are doing today. So we are very snowy out here today right now, making our way down to Price, Utah, I believe. Alright. Oh, my high beams were on. I apologize there, buddy. I apologize. The snow is really coming down on this trip here today, ladies and gentlemen. It really, really is. But since with my absence, and I will get into that here later on in the video, and of course with the Frosty mod not working in American Truck Simulator for quite some time with the recent 1.43 update, I will end up extending snow in these games until the end of February. So Train Simulator, ATS, and GTA will all have snow until the end of February. Now Train Simulator will kind of vary depending on the scenario, because not all the scenarios have snow and not all the scenarios work with snow. So I will try to get some snowy runs in with that game, but no promises though. No promises. So, but yes, it will stay in ATS until the end of February, as well as GTA, and GTA LSPDFR is making a comeback tomorrow, so definitely stay tuned for that. And it looks like we got 25 through here, and we're going through some very tight turns here, it looks like. I really do feel bad for anybody behind us. But yeah, man, this is actually a really nice truck. I was kind of surprised to see it out on the mod sites, because when I first seen it, I'm like, this has got to be one of those stolen trucks that, you know, were payware, and then someone decided to upload it, make it customized, upload it, make it their own. But then I saw Harvin and Kirchbaum on it, and I'm like, well, I know this truck right here is definitely legit. And it is, and I'll have a link in the description if you guys do want to download it, as well as a link to Bart's page if you guys want to purchase the step deck truck. Bart does have a lot of cool trailers that I will be taking a look at here in the next year or so. 2022, still having a hard time saying that, man. Definitely am. Like I said, 2021 was just right around the corner. Really, really was. But hopefully also you guys had a good Christmas. Let me know what you guys got in the comment section for presents and stuff. Hopefully you guys got a lot of good stuff, you know, spend time with your family and friends. Just enjoyed life in general. I know I did with my 2 days off that, you know, Amazon actually provides us for Christmas, so that was kind of nice. And okay, so we're taking a left up here. Nope, not even a left. It's a curve. Yeah, it's a curve. Nope, broken down vehicle on the side. But yeah, gonna be a very fun drive for sure. Haven't really felt the slipperiness yet, but I feel like it is coming. Try to keep this thing going as slow as possible. Nope, 15 through here. Don't want to be using the Jake brake in the snow either, because I've heard it is a bad thing to use it, but then I've heard people use it. But I also kind of feel like it's just kind of like using cruise control in a car. In my driver's ed class, I was told never to use cruise control in the rain because of hydroplaning. Kind of have a feeling it's the same way with using a Jake brake, but then again, I have no idea. I'm not a real truck driver. I don't claim to be a real truck driver. I just play it in game just to have fun and make content for y'all. It's not too slippery out here today, I'll say that. It's just kind of like the snow turns into rain when it hits the pavement, so it's not really too slippery out here today at all. Definitely not. But if you guys were wondering where I have been the last 2 or so weeks, I did have to take a little break, a little mental health break, because of my job and just personal life in general. So it was kind of, yeah, it was kind of insane. Because if you guys remember, I did move about 2 months ago. So this room was just, you know, stacked tall with like different totes and boxes and everything. So I just got sick and tired of looking at it, so I kind of had to go do what I had to do. Went through a bunch of stuff, put some stuff away. Finally put my bed in here. My bed was just kind of chilling in her little office area. So I finally put that in here and got it down to a little bit better, so I can actually breathe easier and stuff in here and not feel like I'm so crowded and with totes just everywhere and the fear of them just falling and all that fun stuff. So yeah, ended up having to do that. Work with peak season was just kind of, I don't want to say it was too ridiculous, but it was just also kind of like 5 days a week for the most part, and exhausting. Definitely exhausting. But the funny thing is, though, now that it's after peak, which is like from the 27th on, I feel like it's gotten a little bit busier. But then I also feel like it hasn't, because I've been kind of getting done with my route at like 5, which is like normal time for me. And but yeah. Oh, I want to get out of this guy's lane here, because he knew we were in his lane. 15. Yeah, it ain't too slippery. I'll say that. It's not that slippery out here. I will say this, though. Life has been pretty good for me since I moved in here. I will definitely say that. So my boss ends up doing this like 12 days of Christmas type stuff every year. So it's like 12 days before the 24th and whatever. She hands out prizes. Some days, you know, each driver wins. Some days it's only the people working, and some days it's just like random people. So I ended up winning $200 bonus twice during peak season. So I ended up winning an extra $400 on top of the 100 and like something Amazon gave us. So of course my paychecks were really nice. Okay, so we're really got some curves that we need to look at here, and not, you know, ramble on and make sure we don't tip this truck over and stuff. I mean, it's not too slippery out here, and I know I keep saying that, but it's really not. Like, I can go like this, and it's not even like anything. It's like nothing. It's like you're just driving on rain. So yeah, I ended up getting that. About, I want to say the bonuses I got at least totaled up to about $600. So that was super nice. Definitely nice. And I also won a Samsung tablet that was part of like 12 days of Christmas, which is awesome, because I was actually in the market for a tablet. And a couple weeks ago I ended up finding one at Walmart on clearance. It was like the Lenovo Tab M8 or something like that. And I picked it up because I was in the market for one, and I had it for about a day. And I, you know, opened it, took it out of the box, turned it on, set it up and all that fun stuff, and I just did not like it. Like, it was just too slow for my liking. The screen liked to stutter. The loading time, just not even on Wi-Fi, just the tablet in general was just super slow. Like, you would tap an app, 5 seconds, 10 seconds later, it would finally open. So it's like, it's not even worth it, honestly. So I took that back, got my money back, and then kind of, you know, researching different tablets. But now I got a brand new Samsung something 8-inch, one of the newer models, which is nice. So I'm super happy about that. That did kind of put me in the Christmas spirit a little bit. Not gonna lie. Ooh, this is gonna be that tight turn. Hopefully the end of all the tight turns. Probably not the end, but mainly the end of the tight turns. Try to keep it in this lane as much as possible. I know there's a yellow line there, but it's kind of hard to see the back of that trailer with the snow blowing. Oh, 45, so yeah, we are done with the $1 Million Highway. That wasn't too bad, though. The view looked nice, though. I didn't really look at the view too much, but it did look pretty nice in the snow and stuff. Alright. So we are done with the $1 Million Highway. Right now we're on 550 or 350, I think. One of the two. But yeah, I also ended up getting a 50-cent raise throughout this holiday season, so that was pretty cool. Definitely cool to, you know, have, especially since it was like my 6-month, what's it called? 6-month evaluation kind of thing. So that was super cool. And yeah, but I will let you know, peak season this year was not as bad as it was last year. I remember last year I'd be coming home at like 10, 11 o'clock at night, having to go out and back do it again the next day. This year, I wasn't getting home any later than like 7 o'clock, so it wasn't even as bad for us, at least. I can't say about the other stations, but for us, it definitely wasn't as bad. Had a major stutter over there. We do got a runaway truck ramp in 2 miles. Now at this point, I'm just letting off the gas and just letting the truck coast. And I don't want to use the jakes because, you know, you're not supposed to use the jakes, but then maybe you are. I have no idea. We'll just use them. Man, the jakes do sound really good, though. They really do. But man, it has though been a wild December in Illinois. I will definitely tell you that, with weather and just a whole bunch of random stuff that's happened in Illinois. Within the last week, actually, 2 police officers were shot within a 24-hour period and killed, actually. 2 were shot and killed. 1 was shot and wounded, and the other one was struck by a vehicle and wounded. His squad car got rear-ended. It was like 3 separate instances, all within... or 3 separate incidents, all within 24 hours of each other. And that was like super crazy. One of them was about an hour north of me at a motel. The other one, a deputy was shot, found on the side of the road with his vehicle missing. That one was a cluster to begin with. It was just a giant crime spree. That if you guys want to hear more about it, go ahead and look it up. I'm not going to try to talk about it in this video, but it was just a major crime spree that happened. Man, that Jake brake sounds so good though. It just sounds so good. Alright, but yes, and then of course one was, I think it was actually, he was assisting another officer in an accident scene, and then they were just finishing up the scene and, you know, doing the paperwork and all that, and then his squad car gets rear-ended. So yeah, definitely not a good time for law enforcement in Illinois, especially within the last week. Another thing with Illinois was the weather we had this month of December. It was a very weird December. We actually had tornadoes this month, outspanning like 4 different states of Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Illinois, with the more deadliest being in, I believe it's Kentucky. And Durango has been discovered. I'm surprised we didn't discover it the last time we were in Durango, but it has now been discovered. We're going to get in this right lane here. Alright, looks like we are coming up on a red light. Go straight on. We will do just that, GPS lady. We will do just that. I guess I could have pulled up a little bit more since that bus was pulled up, but I could not see the line for the life of me, and I did not want to get a ticket. But if you guys are enjoying this video so far, do make sure you guys hit the like button and that subscribe button if you guys do enjoy the videos I do put out. Oh, thought that bus hit like a bump or something. If you guys want actual like upload notifications, do make sure you join the Discord server. Follow me on Twitter as well. I do post a lot of updates on there. Follow me on TikTok, Facebook. Everything you need to know is down in the description down below. I'm gonna make this right on red here if we can. Yeah, we can. Well, it turned to green anyway, so it don't even matter. While we have a little bit of a straightaway, here is a better look of the Mack Superliner truck. As I mentioned, it's only a day cab version. Link is in the description if you do want to download it. But do download at your own risk, because downloading stuff from the mod sites, if you do not know what you're doing, can give your computer various malware, viruses, and all of that fun stuff. So do download at your own risk. Here's that step deck trailer I was telling you about. Hauling some Dodge ambulances from the Ford dealership for some unknown reason. But nonetheless, we are hauling them to Price, Utah. And it is going to be at the Union Pacific there. But yeah, very nice trailer, very nice truck. Just gonna make sure I didn't have to turn right there or nothing. I do got a few, another flatbed trailer that was available on one of the mod sites that we're gonna check out here soon. It's called the Extreme Flatbed Trailer. And I have seen some pretty unique loads for it. So I have seen some pretty unique loads. But going back to what I was talking about, Illinois and 4 other states, Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, have had, and Illinois of course, have had some pretty strange weather this month. We actually had a massive tornado that, correct me if I'm wrong, spanned over 250 miles across a couple states. Supposedly one of the longest recorded tornadoes of all time happened this year. I do want to, give a moment of silence to all the folks that lost their lives, especially that whole town of Kentucky and the 6 people at the Amazon warehouse. So we'll go ahead and give them a moment of silence and remembrance. But yeah, it was definitely crazy. Like, I remember I was talking to my boss about it because I was actually off that day. And apparently the warehouse workers weren't letting people leave. Like, they were telling them to get in the tornado safe shelters and all that. And unfortunately, the tornado ripped right through the warehouse. Like, I believe a quarter of the building collapsed, with the roof collapsing. It was a major search and rescue effort. Unfortunately, 6 people did lose their lives. I think it was like 3 drivers, 2 warehouse workers, and then a maintenance man. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know. I do know that it was 3 different drivers though. Which, that one does hit close to home a little bit, since that facility is like 2.5 hours away from us. So it did hit close to home a little bit. Like, that could have been us that night too, because we were destined for some pretty strong storms. And yeah, but do rest in peace to all the folks that did die out there. I do feel bad for that town. I believe it's in Kentucky that was basically leveled, torn to the ground. That whole candle factory that was leveled and all that. My heart does go out to you guys. Left lane ends. Okay. But yeah, it was definitely crazy. Still haven't even seen much snow yet. It did snow a few days ago, but it was kind of like the snow that you see it falling and then it turns into rain, basically. Trucks use low gear. Alright, well, I'm going to lay off of the gas here because I'm not trying to slip and slide into the mountain here. Slip and slide into the ditch or anything. Yeah, we are gaining speed, so I'm going to hop on my Jakes here. Alright. I think we're good now. We're not going downhill anymore. We're kind of more on level ground now, but we do got a hill coming up. Gotta love it. Got to love it. Alright, 55. I'm not going 55. I'm just going to tell you guys that right now. We are not going 55 miles an hour. So yeah, this doesn't really feel at all too slippery. It doesn't really feel like you're driving on snow and ice. It just kind of feels like you're driving on like normal pavement that basically you just see the snow and the ice. Hey, we can bypass the way station. Sounds like a plan. Thank you, Jesus. I don't know where the way station is, but thank you. Oh. We don't want to rear end this car. That's what I was afraid of. Would definitely not be a YoAdrian ATS episode without us hitting anything. Here's a better sounding sound of the horn, though. We got 2 different horns on this bad boy. They actually sound like real truck horns and not like the default SCS, like little car horns, which is cool. So yeah, while it is New Year's, let's get on the topic of New Year's resolutions. Now, customer expects delivery very soon. Make sure you arrive on time. Okay, well, we are 137 miles away, so we'll get there soon. We're taking a left. Okay, so we're good. I was like, I hope I don't have to get in the left lane. Way station 3 miles. Well, they said we can bypass, so we're good on that. Of course, pickup wants to cut us off in the snow. Gotta love it. But yes, on the topic of New Year's resolutions. Now, I never stick to mine. I will stick to it for like the first week or so, and then that is it. Okay, so it's a little bit up here. Oh, green light, here we go. Oh, nope, that is a green light for them. Where's our light? Being blocked by my sunshades. Or my sun visor. But yeah, let me know in the comment section what your guys' resolutions are. Me, like I said, I don't have any because I really don't ever stick to them. Like, I'll stick to them for like the first week. Maybe like the first couple weeks, and then I'll just pretty much forget about them. But I did have some, though, that I did have in mind. Coming up to another stoplight here. It looks like it is a red light. Nice. Green light, here we go. Alright, but I mean, I do have some, but I don't. I do plan on trying to go to the gym a little bit more often than I did. I do remember I was paying for a membership, about 30 bucks a month, for a gym membership that I probably only went to like twice. So it was just kind of coming out of my bank account. Big waste of money, even though I never went. So yeah, that was always a fun one. But yeah, I do plan on trying to do that. I also plan on trying to cut down on my soda intake, which is going to be a hard one for me because I do love Mountain Dew like it's water. So that'll definitely be a hard one for me. But we'll see how far that one lasts. Doubt it won't last any longer than a couple weeks. So yeah. But yeah. Oh, we got a cop over here. Alright. And I did take January 13th to the 16th off just for a little break from work and to kind of work on content and stuff and all of that, and maybe get back into streaming that year because I do, or that weekend, because I do plan on doing some streaming and stuff, getting back into it. I have been doing a couple test streams just to test out my mom's internet and see if we have to update it. And I will be doing those. I haven't done them yet. So definitely stay tuned. If the streaming does continue, I will let you guys know. Not sure if I'll have to upgrade her internet or not as of yet. I don't think I have to. She seems to have better internet than I did at my other place. But we'll just have to kind of wait and see. Definitely we'll just have to wait and see. If you guys know of any like physics mods that make the roads more slippery, do let me know. I did have one installed, but I could not even use it. Like, I would make a curve like this and it would just slide me right into the ditch no matter how slow I took it. So I had to take that mod out because it was just completely unrealistic. It looks like we're coming up on a turn here. There is a stoplight. So it's another town. So Gallup is that way. Okay, so we got to go to Price, I think, is where we're going. Yeah, I do think turning my traffic density back down to 1.0 is a big help with frames and performance and stuff. It looks like he's stopping, so we're going to go. Oh, we got a green light, that's why. Want to make sure these ambulances arrive safe and sound. Oh, we're in the shoulder. There we go. Man, it is hard to see the lanes in the snow. I'll definitely say that. It is so hard to see the lanes. But if you guys have been looking at the scenery, Colorado does actually look pretty beautiful. I think we're actually in Utah right now, though. All night. Don't want to run into him. We already ran into the back of another car. We don't need to run into another one. You know, it's kind of funny, though. Like, a lot of these mega carriers and stuff, they have the sign on the back that says, trucks make wide turn, or do not pass on the right. But then, it's also like, I've also noticed a lot of people on the interstates, they end up, you know, semis in the left lane, and they're trying to tailgate the heck out of the semi, and then they end up going in the right lane. And then, you know, you're trying to pass the semi. Well, you're about to be in the semi's blind spot for one. So if he changes lanes, he cannot see you. And I know Swift actually has it on their tractors, where it says on, there's like a sticker decal or something, and then it says, you are in my blind spot. So yeah, I've always seen those on the back of like dry van trailers and stuff, and it's always just been like nobody really even reads that or pays attention to it or anything. Just stupid. Really, really stupid. But then drivers, I've noticed, have just been getting even worse and worse and worse every day. Every single day they get worse. But then again, I feel like that's just everywhere. Or I just, you know, I never really noticed it when I first started driving because I didn't really drive much. I just kind of drove to work and back, and that was it. But now that I drive every day for a living, you just notice how stupid people are, and it's a pain. It's a major pain. Like, I'll be throwing my flashers on like way before the house that I'm delivering to. Like, I'll just put them on so the guy behind me can, you know, just go in the other lane and pass me. No, they'll just sit there and ride your bumper. And then as soon as you stop, they'll slam on their brakes. And then they end up flipping you off because you stopped in front of them. Like, no, bro, I had my flashers on a long time ago. If you would have put the phone down and paid attention, you would have seen them. Or there's ones that'll just sit there behind you and just, you know, wait till you're done. And it's like, you do realize you can go around me, right? That's why my flashers are on, so you can go around me. But I rest my case. I honestly don't see how some people actually get their licenses. I really, really don't. Or maybe it's the fact that they just, you know, drive safe and, you know, drive like a person supposed to drive when they get their license, but then once they get their own car, they're like, yeah, I don't give a crap. It's frustrating, though. Some drivers are frustrating, especially at, like, stop signs. Because, you know, it's your turn to go, and then the next person's impatient, and they want to go. So they go, and then you go, and then you got to wait for them because they want to go, and they're not going to wait for you. And, yeah, it's just frustrating. It really, really is. And then now you got people like this driving in snowy weather conditions, you know, driving quicker than you, cutting you off and stuff. Yeah, gotta love it. But I also feel like it's because there is no physics slippery mod, so they're not going to be driving any slower. They're going to drive like normal because it's basically just like rain in the game for the most part. But yes. I can't even see if we're in the lane or not. I feel like we are, but I can't even tell. Although I do know it did say we were less than 100 miles away, so I know if this dude's wanting his delivery of ambulances, they'll get there pretty quick. Be a little snowy, but they'll get there pretty quick. But that would be cool though if like SCS did add like snow into the game, so we don't have to use the frosting mod. Like they actually put it in during winter time or something. Like make it an optional add-on if you want it, or if you don't want it, whatever. I feel like that would be super cool. And that way you can have like snow on your truck or whatever, have snow get on your trailer and like blow off the trailer and stuff. I feel like that would be super cool. A lot of fuel tankers today. We got Chevron, we had Shell. A lot of fuel tankers today. Of course, he wants to cut me off. Another reason we did this run is because I have not explored this part of the highway yet. And like I mentioned in the previous videos, I do want to try to get up to 100% explored. So this is one of the areas that I have not yet, so we will definitely get that explored. Get higher up in the exploration, completion chart, whatever it's called. It looks like our drop-off is on the left, if I'm not mistaken. We'll start getting on the Jakes here. Yeah, it does look like our drop-off is on the left. So we are taking a left. And there's a car coming. Someone down to a 45. I think he's actually letting me over. Yeah, he's letting me over. Thanks, I appreciate it. Alright, so it does turn into a 1 lane. Or no, it is still 2 lane. Okay, so how do I get into this area? So it has me taking a left up here. There's that night truck. We're gonna follow the Chevron. There's the Shell truck that passed us. And we're supposed to wait for an arrow, but there's no traffic coming. Oh, we can't turn here. Wait, I'm so confused. So it's right here. Okay, I'm so confused. Alright, now we just wait for our arrow. Alright, got our arrow. I thought it was that first one that we turn at, but it's the second one. Man, I just love that snow effect on the windshield, how it makes it actually looks like snow. That's really, really cool. So I see, we're going down this road to take a right to another right. Okay, I see what we're doing. I see what we're doing here. We got a T-road coming up. I'm pretty sure we've been here before. I have a feeling we have. Stop sign. Gonna inch forward, make sure nobody's coming. We are good. And we are good to swing it wide. Alright, cool. I do have a gripe with SCS though, because I don't like the new feature to where you actually have to pay to quick travel to your garages. And when you do quick travel, the time stays the same. Oh, we had a little hiccup over there with the truck, man. But yeah, I don't like that you have to pay for it now. and I don't like that the time stays the same, because usually before, when you quick traveled, the time changed to how long it took you to get there. Now it just stays the same. So if I'm trying to, travel in the middle of the night, I'd want it to be, morning time at least, not still the middle of the night, because I feel like I'm getting more nighttime stuff than daytime, and I'm having to like wait around and sleep and everything just in order to make content, because I don't really care for making the nighttime drives, because you can barely see anything. So does this just lead into Union Pacific, or what's the deal? Does it just curve around? Nope, there is a road. Alright. Okay, here's the fence to get in. Perfect. Snowy back. It's gonna be a very snowy back. Okay, so where do you guys want it? It's like towards the center. I'm gonna go underneath here. I don't think there's gonna be enough room for me to clear that over there. Got some Coca-Cola, cattle, some McDonald's trailers. What? I have never seen McDonald's reefers or dry van trailers in this game, but that's cool. That Boeing trailer is cool, though, how they put the windows on there to make it look like an airplane. I think that's pretty cool how they did that. Alright. So I'm not too sure why ambulances are coming here, unless it's like an Operation like Lifesaver type deal. I have no idea. Just think it's kind of odd that you got, two unmarked ambulances and they're going to the Union Pacific, unless Union Pacific has their own medical service now, which I highly doubt they ever will. Amtrak, I can see that, since they are, a passenger railroad, but Union Pacific doesn't really deal with passengers. Let's talk about their OCS, and the windows do roll down on this truck. So if you guys were wondering, yes, they do. And I think we kind of just did that back real perfectly. It's kind of hard to see it on that side, but I think we did it perfectly. Oh. Spoke too soon. One pull up. One thing that's cool about the truck here is if you look kind of down in the steering wheel there, you will see that it actually has indicators and flashers in two different places, which I think is super cool. And I feel like that's kind of creative too. We do got old boy with the sleeper and the pup trailer over there. Very weird combination, a sleeper and a pup trailer. Alright, I think we got it in this time. I think we're golden. This is our custom trailer, so we will have to wait for them to unload us. We good? Back it up a little more. And they like it there, so do we. Get one last look at the truck and this trailer before we go. Very cool. Very, very cool stuff indeed. Alright, let's go ahead and shut it off and unload it. So the job was late, but that is because we were kind of trying to take it safe in the snow. Turns out we were going to Gallup, not Price. I thought it was Price, but it's Gallup. So we did go 309 miles, 66.4 gallons of fuel, made $8,405. Could have made $14,000 more if we weren't late. but it is what it is. Alright guys, so that's going to go ahead and do it. Hopefully you guys have a great new year, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.